What's up guys, Control here. Today I'm bringing you guys an Aggro shaman deck. However, it's a little bit different than the one that I usually play. This one looks to kind of just abuse the overload mechanic really, and use I think they're called LOAs, I'm not really sure. Spirit of the Frog, basically the 0/3 stealth cards that were out of this expansion. For the class card, that's really the coolest part about this deck, is that you can abuse that. And use a lot of cheap cards to kind of go ahead and chain draws in this deck, which is something that Aggro Shaman really has struggled with in previous iterations of the deck. So we're going to see how much better it is to have Spirit of the Frog here, so we can go stuff like Zap and a Bolt. And remember, this does Stealth as well, so we'll stick around until the next one, which is really good. Thanks for the sub, Nick Mob, it's appreciated. But it will stick around, which is really, really sweet, because then you can just chain more spells next turn. If I use Zap and then that's on turn 3 to clear something, then I'll have 3 mana again, so I can go Lightning Bolt and maybe draw like Crackle or Maelstrom Portal and use it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, then use Lightning Bolt and then draw Crackle or Portal and still be able to play both of them. So it's kind of sweet, something that you can do. And then obviously from the 2 mana one, you would draw a 3 mana spell being Lava Burst, which would be pretty sweet. It's kind of what you're looking to do with this. Electra is really cool in this deck because you have a ton of spells, right? And you can do Electra with this. You'll cast a spell twice, and I would assume you would draw twice. I'm not really sure, because it reads whenever you cast a spell. So if you cast a spell twice, I would assume that you're going to draw twice. Again, we'll figure that out as we play the deck, seeing if that works or not. Then another cool card is Lakim. So this deck has a lot of overload. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 cards at overload, which is actually a significant amount. So I think that Lakim and Lava Shack could definitely be worth it to run in this deck. Yeah, we're really going to see just how good they are, I guess. I haven't tested this out at all, and we're going to see how we like it compared to the other Aggro Shaman deck that I prefer to play with, like, in general, with the Doomhammers, the Rock Biters. You guys have watched me play Aggro Shaman, you know I'm a huge fan of this card. This is like one of my favorite aggro cards, the 7/7, and then just the whole Jade mechanic, and obviously this deck's kind of skipping out on it, and that's simply for the reason of Lakim. You don't really want to run Jade Claws if you're already running another 2-attack weapon. We're gonna see if it's really worth it. The 1 extra damage. Kind of just want to try the card out, see how good it is. Anyways, it's a way too long intro, way too long of an intro, so let's hop into some gameplay.
Thrall versus Jane.
1 second.
For Doomhammer.
Sorry about the screen right now. Okay, that should be better. These all suck against Mage. Yeah. None of them are very good. Let's make sure that this is just gonna work. So we do have the Frog, which is kind of cool. And the coin works for draw as well, which is kind of sweet. Give me a second on the full screen stuff. I'm just trying to get the tracker to work for myself. Okay, there we go. I'm fine if he pings, so just go look him. Maybe I can't just do that. The Voltaic Burst coin flame tongue is really sweet next turn, actually.
What? There is little time.
And then I would still be overloaded, so the Kim would work. I think that I just do that. I do use the coin, maybe we just don't want to do that. Maybe this is just better. I feel like just tanking the 4 is fine though. I'm not really too worried about that. So I think we just like let him ping, go face. Hey Frankie, is Electra a good card in the Shaman? Wait and see, brother, wait and see. Maybe I even just equip this here. I'm not gonna swing, because I will just do this next turn. I think that makes sense, actually. And no swing. Because then I save coins so I can draw another 1 mana spell, and then just chain it with the Frog. I don't really care if I take a little bit of damage, I'm really not that concerned with it. Especially if that's his play, like it's just not that good. I don't really want to flame tongue anymore either. I should just do this and then coin the burst, I think. Okay, another one for next turn is actually really good. With the flame tank. Okay, that's pretty sweet. So we have our Spirit Claws right now. And yeah, draw 2 is pretty good. It's interesting being able to do that in this deck, because it's usually one of the things you can never do in Aggro Shaman is just get more cards. This Death Rattle. The deck tracker is messed up right now, just give me a minute. I need to copy the deck over to my deck trackers and then additional for you guys on Twitch. So I think that we want to play the Burst again. And then just play Flame Tongue. Draw another card. Play the time, so play Grace. Makes some more sense to me. We don't have a lot of burn, but it's a decent amount right now. Tis a decent amount. Get everything set up, okay. Didn't I say Licking would be trash? Yeah, and I'm probably not wrong. There's nothing wrong with playing cards that aren't necessarily the best cards in the game, man. Just trying it out, seeing how it goes. Okay, so he's pinging that twice, that's great for us. So I'm going to Finley first. Yep, New Hero Power is probably going to be fairly good. Yeah, I like doing damage to my opponents, that seems smart. And go face. I don't think there's really a reason to bolt now. I'd rather just have access to all of my mana next turn. It seems smarter. Ooh, the Golden Flame Wanker, okay. Fancy, fancy. Symbolic, how you been? Well, one thing about saying cards are trash, right, is you have to understand that not all cards are equally as good. So sorry, let me just use math here. So this is always 6, 8, 10. So if I do 5, I win with this right now. So let's do this. Yeah, I think that's the one. Good stuff. So even bad cards shine in certain decks, right? Just when I say a card is trash, I mean that it won't be like a top 3 card. It's usually what I mean when I do card reviews, that's all.
Thrall versus Anduin.
I actually don't have anything in my description.
The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer.
Yeah, that's fine, okay. I don't have to update anything, that's good. Another Priest, lots of fun, just hard roll. So again, against Big Priest, I'd always rather play the Doomhammer version because you draw 1 card, you deal 16 damage randomly. Which seems to be pretty good, if you ask me. Is there me behind it? Not really, dude. Hulk Hogan just always signs off his tweets with HH. So I just started saying HH, brother.
Greetings.
Yeah, greetings to you too, man. Hope you have a great day, dude. Nothing I would rather do at 10 AM than play Big Priest all day. What an intelligent play. You coin the Shadow Arcade. Because I can obviously overload that for more than 3. You know, that's a really common occurrence to make that 4 attack on turn 2. Yeah, gotta be honest, phenomenal play from a phenomenal player. I honestly just can't see a world where Coin Shadow Word Pain is ever good there. Gotta be real with you guys. I just don't see it.
What to do?
Face. He's in a Big Priest, which is relevant, and potentially makes that play less bad, but still not very good. It's gonna flame tank probably like Portal or something at the burst next turn. We'll see. Devolve could be potentially good. If he's playing Dragon, he just Dustbreakers, obviously, but I mean, we don't play around that. It's probably a loss, to be honest. Just off that. I control to play Hearthstone stream is too hard to watch. Well, that sounds pretty average for the streams on the Play Hearthstone channel. How are you, Bossways? Taunt Up is really good. super clutch. Important is Finley in the Pirate Warrior. Quite important, man. Finley is a very good card in any aggressive deck in this format. I just think the whole game developers thing might not appeal to a lot of people is probably the problem. Some people just like might not enjoy watching game developers do their thing. I'm 1 mana off having a cool turn. This kind of sucks. It's bad because this is understated already, but I still have to do this just to get card draw. That's fine. Electra plus Lava Burst is pretty dank, and then I get to draw 2 lightnings, which is actually really good. That's assuming again this lives, which it probably doesn't because he just has second Dustbreaker top 12, but we'll see.
I ain't talking.
Oh, that sucks.
Strike twice.
Why am I not playing Even Shaman? I like to have a little bit of fun when I play Hearthstone. I know it's reaching to try and have a lot of fun, so I just like to settle with a little bit. And I find that when I play decks like, that was really bad on my part. Dude, I'm actually brain lagging so hard today, it's insane. I find that when I play Even Shaman, I have absolutely no fun at all. And I really struggle to understand how people who don't just play to get their dopamine filled for the day enjoy playing Even Shaman. I think decks like that are really nice for newer players because they kind of just allow you to feel really good about winning when you're new, even though you do absolutely nothing to win the game. Which is honestly great if you're a newer player, because they're really easy to play and you win a lot when you play, which feels good. But I played more than like a couple hours of Hearthstone, so decks like that could kind of dull because I feel like you just autopilot every single turn and you don't really make any meaningful or impactful decisions on the game, is why I don't like playing that deck and why you almost never see me do it. I played like the elemental version because I think that one's kind of sweet. So that's fun. So he's at 9 health, so I just have to win at 50-50 and then I win. First hit, just win 50-50. Nice, good stuff. Again, I mean a little bit less brain lag than the other games, but still brain lag that game. Could have been a lot better. From France, can I speak more slowly in my YouTube videos? Probably not, man. I don't really want to interrupt like my regular commentary flow. I usually have a lot that I want to talk about, and I know that I talk fast, but it's kind of difficult for me to like slow it down when I'm like thinking. There's subtitles on YouTube though, like if you use those probably help. They're not always accurate, especially in the context of Hearthstone, because a lot of the cards are just off. Yeah, I know that I talk really fast. It's a really bad habit. I think it's partially because I stream, which might not make that much sense, but there's usually a lot that I want to say, and I have really bad pacing. I kind of just like say everything at once, which is really bad for the EU guys, I know. Battling book. It's good. I like the Finley. Yeah, let's do that. I get the 2 damage with Flame Tongue, so even if I don't get 3 from that, it's still worth it. I tried Simon's Paladin. I'm not playing Aggro Paladin with a stupid 3-4 and 2 Molten Giants. It just sounds like it's like the same thing as Big Priest, man. It's just boring as shit.
What to do?
And I tried like 2 games of my own version of it, and it's just like, it's just the stupidest deck that you can even come up with, man. It's just unfun. That's all. Really unfun. Two copies of that isn't that bad. I'm gonna swing here because we have all the Overlord, right? Do I look or rely on the Vicious Syndicate report at all? Not at all. Not one bit, man. I don't find like the online resources for Wild to be that accurate. When I play Standard, I use HS Replay a lot, but there's not enough games in Wild for me to really believe in the sample size. And I also don't really believe in the average player very much from Wild. I think in Standard, especially at Legend, a lot of players are just significantly better. Because there's a lot more people to learn from. But I think in Wild, like, that's not very true. There's not very many good players that play this format, even at Legend, so... Like, there's people who've, like, finished rank 1 that I don't even think are good, so it's just kind of tough. Electra... Hey, don't do that right now. I just want to hero power as much as possible. Maybe I just do. Seems pretty solid, to be honest. I think I just do it. 5 and 5, nice. 5 mana, develop a 3/3, deal 10. That seems pretty good. Good Jade Rogue or Cthulhu deck. Jade Rogue is a terrible archetype that I probably won't revisit unless it gets cards that are significantly better for the deck. And Cthulhu decks, I tried playing Cthulhu Warrior last expansion, didn't go too well. Could play Cthulhu Shadowwalk, I might do that at some point. It's like, it's moderately entertaining, right? Like, you pull it off, it's kind of cool, it's just hard to do. I've kind of tried to do a lot of those combos, but like, they're just not good. So living in Germany, no sir, back in Canada, man. Back in Canadian land. Germany's too expensive, man. I don't make enough money to live there, dude. Holy shit. I like rent in my mom's basement is expensive, man. I just kind of like saved up for a long time so I could have a trip in the summer, that's all. And it made more sense to do like that. Even though it really didn't. But, yeah. Good game. Man, this deck goes face hard. Holy. That double crackle was just bonkers. Absolutely insane.
Thrall versus Garrosh. Victory or death for Doomhammer.
I think a big tournament prize pool is terrible for incentivizing Wild, to be honest. This combo is actually pretty good against Pyro Warrior. We should probably keep it. Just like 4 mana, summon a 4/4 with Rush, right? It's pretty good. Especially with this. I think that giving double rank chests is a good way to incentivize Wild. That being said, I don't think they're ever going to do that. Coin the Golem. It's always better than playing the Trog here, I think. You can't just full trade develop cannon. But I think that the whole prize pool thing is a really, really bad way to do it. And honestly, just not the right way at all. Because all that the prize pool thing does is it makes players who are like at the professional level try. Or players who are just interested in the prize pool and not so much for the format itself try to play the format. And then they're just going to quit after the prize pool is done. Like, look at all the people who just played for the Wild Open because they wanted to win some money. They're not playing anymore, right? A better way to do it is kind of market the format towards like a more casual demographic, like rank 5 and above. And I think you do that by having the loot boxes stack in Standard and Wild, so you can get one in both formats. Can just do both of those. Seems fine. It's not the best because I lose value with Electra, but I think it's okay. So Sophia's DV is really bad. Yeah, so I would say, and my change for Wild has always just been the double loot box thing, so you get 2 chest rewards at the end of the season. But with the Wild one, it's only Wild cards. You can still disenchant them for regular value, but the Wild one would give you a Wild box. And that would introduce a fair amount more dust into the system. A couple legendaries a year, which is, I mean, probably a big deal if you're Blizzard and, you know, you're gonna be cheapskates about it. But, you know, it's really not that much at all. I think the problem is it just, like, won't happen nice ordering, by the way. Because they probably have to get approval to do a lot of stuff, and I don't think they'll have to get approval for that because it's just giving away free money and they don't have to. A game like Shadowverse would probably do something like that though, but I wouldn't really expect it from Blizzard. I think we're just gonna take the 5 and go face. I don't really went on board with this deck, but yeah, you shouldn't really expect free stuff from this game company. Other card games that do it in a heartbeat, I think, though, but just not this one. Just because they don't need to, they already have such a large market share that they don't really care.
Elements guide me.
Next turn, Electro Lava Burst. If he doesn't have Taunt next turn, we should win. He has to draw Dread Corsair. Otherwise, we just go bada bing, bada boom, face, and win. This card's really good in this deck. Really, really good. And I think it's only good because you run all of the burn spells, like every single one. And a lot of synergy with just spells in general. That's why this card doesn't really do too much in the other aggro shaman deck with Doomhammer, is just because you don't have as many spells, you play a lot more minions.
Blood and plunder.
Don't armor up, don't armor up, don't armor up, don't armor up, don't armor up. Captain, and then he armors up. Okay, I need lightning bolt.
That was an error.
Lightning can strike twice.
Easiest game of my life, holy shit. Not even difficult. Simple game. Average outcome was a win there if we got the devolve into taunt. Because on average you roll 4 than 5. Like if you do 2 crackles, you roll like 9 on average. Because you do 4.5 as the average roll from that. Pretty good. Actually ranking up with this deck too, it's not bad.